All right, thank you very much for joining me. This is Gulpane back again, just with a quick video chat or video question or I don't know, video discussion. It's not video response because I was not responding to anyone. But I was just thinking the other day about Reproduction Games, and I had a bit of, well, not an epiphany, but I had like a bit of a kind of why am I doing this sort of moment. So like Reproduction Games it's basically the game, but it's reproduced, like it was made like recently, so it's brand new. So say for like a Super Nintendo game, like I've got some Super Nintendo games there, not that many, I've only got like 2 or 3 from each system in the box, but like the boxes some of them are battered, they have stickers on them that I can't get off. I know I could use Goo Gone, but I'll have to buy Goo Gone and then go to the effort of it. So I will eventually do it. Yeah, so like you could have like an old, like 30, 40-year-old cardboard box that's smelly, the game is yellow, you know, like the manual is crusty, it's like got tea spilled on it, it's missing stuff, you know, that sort of thing. You could have that, or you could have like a brand new cardboard box that hasn't got a scratch on it, you know, the game is pristine, it works and everything. You pop the game into the Nintendo or you pop it into the Super Nintendo and it works perfectly, you know, just like the original game. So like, what's the point of trying to, you know, like trying to drive yourself insane, going through eBay, going through all these different places, trying to find the original game, when the cardboard is falling apart, you know, it's all that. Why not just buy like, and like going to the expense of like spending, sometimes some people would spend hundreds of pounds on the original game. Not me, obviously, because I like to, you know, I like to be cheap about it. I can't be spending loads and loads of money on games, although I do spend loads and loads of money on games, but I wouldn't justify it. I'd rather get it for like I don't know, maybe I'm so used to watching like Game Chasers or like, you know, like other people who like do pickup videos where, you know, you try and get the game for the cheapest possible so that you can actually spend the other money on more games. As opposed to like spending £100 on one game. Well, that's like, that could be 100 games, you know, or if you get it for £50, you know, etc., the other £50 goes towards more games, stuff like that. If you think about it like that, it's actually, it's a better way of collecting, I think, rather than just spending loads and loads of money, because it's just a waste of money, like to be honest, I think anyway, because like nobody knows the value of the games, you know, it just sort of materializes, or the value just kind of shoots up for like some weird reason. So I don't know, I don't really like spending loads of money on games anyway. I'm sure nobody does. So basically, yeah, so what's the point of, you know, obsessing over this game, or like getting at the cartridge and then trying to find the box and trying to find the manual, all this effort, when you could just have like the reproduction. The reproduction is pristine, it's brand new, it works perfectly. So like, you know, what is this phenomenon that happens to us? Because I was looking at a game that I want is Terranigma for Super Nintendo, and I was looking at it. I was looking at it on eBay, and it's like hundreds. Like, so I was like, I'm not spending hundreds. And then I came across one that was like £25, and it looked exactly like the game. You know, it didn't have the manual or anything. It just had like it's for the Super Nintendo, so it has like a little white like thing to hold the game in place, like the Game Boy Advance have inside their games. So I was like, why don't I just buy that? Because like, if I get a Super Nintendo, I can play it, you know, just like the real game. I can put it on my shelf and look at it, which is probably where it'll go anyway. It'll just go on my shelf up there with the rest of the stuff. So what's the point of me spending so much time obsessing, you know, trying to get the real one? And like, no, it's not as if like one of my friends is going to come in and be like, is that the fake Terranigma you have there? Or it's not as if somebody's going online, no comment, going like, you know, mysteriously, did you buy a fake you know, like, and it's like, who cares? Like none of my friends really collect games or mad into games either, so they wouldn't even notice. They'd be like, is that an Atari game? You know, like, so they wouldn't even notice. So why am I obsessing over it? I just don't understand it. It's this strange phenomenon that afflicts me. I don't know, it might afflict you as well. If I had a choice to get the original or the fake version, I'm always going to try and get the original, even if the original is like, you know, battered and bruised and beaten and broken and not even, you know, not even in its original state and all that. But I don't know, it's very strange. I just can't bring myself to buy the Reproduction game yet. I probably should actually, because if I have the Reproduction Terranigma, then maybe I'll stop, you know, like trying to look for it on eBay, or another Reproduction one as well, like even like Secret of Mana or something like that, which is not that difficult to find, you know, in general, like, or not that expensive either. But if I got the Reproduction one for £20, I'd save myself, you know, then I could spend the other £20 on another Reproduction one. So I know it's strange. I'll still end up trying to get the original game though, which is I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know why that is. Yeah, I was just thinking about that the other day. It's very strange. So is this an affliction that affects you as well, or are you just like, I don't care, I'll just pick up the reproduction. That's absolutely fine, and then I'll move on to the next game or whatever, or the next thing or something like that. So so let me know in the comment section below what you think about this, or do a video response. Perhaps you have some thoughts on this issue as well, or this affliction, or maybe I'm just being a complete moron, which is highly likely because I do display those characteristics a lot. So thanks very much for watching. I hope you have a great week, and I will see you in the next video. Adios. Thanks very much.